Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is the Captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG. Did Wizards just fix scalping for Sonic Secret Lair drop? Probably not. But hey, we'll talk about it anyway because somebody thinks this is important. So, or even different or relative. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, links down below. eBay TCG player, help support the channel, buy you some singles, become a YouTube member like my boy Sawyer, get you the hookup on pre-order sales or anything outside of that. Also, let's not forget the Otaku shop. Captain Clyde, get you 10% off. Links are down in the description as well. There's Patreon and other crap down there too. Go check it out. Whatnot is going to be this Saturday again at 9 p.m. This will be our second Whatnot. We're going to be doing a bingo for a chance at all kinds of bonus prizes. And if we get a card cover, which we cover the whole card, the last person who gets it gets a whole play booster box of Final Fantasy. Yeah, baby. So, there's all that. So let's take a look on here and see what we got into. So it says here, the recent Secret Lair drops have been a real roller coaster after the shift to limited run print model. Things were unsurprisingly, a disaster. I thought surprisingly, like with sarcasm. Anyway, thankfully, over time, Wizards managed this problem and drops stopped selling out instantly. The hell has this guy been? This is not stopped recently. Anyway, however, Wizards has bafflingly returned to the form of having some serious, shocking sales. Oh, you mean, my bad. You mean now that people actually want this shit, they're realizing it's wrong. Okay. Recent Secret Lair drops like Final Fantasy crossover drops sold out almost instantly. Ugh. These drops were plagued by scalpers, bugs, and hour-long queue times. Unsurprisingly, Magic players weren't happy about this, which caused huge concerns for the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog Secret Lairs. I don't know how popular Sonic is. It's probably just going to sell because of what happened on Final Fantasy, to be fair. But, I mean, there are some Sonic people out there, I guess. But regardless, this is something that needs addressed very much fast, quick, and in a hurry. So, it says here, for better or worse, the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog Secret Lair looks absolutely fantastic. There are some sweet things in there. I've already spoiled them. Go check out that video. There is some great reprints in there. For command players, and the new cards are also insane. Yes, they are. So insane. So, it's very much expected that these drops will sell out exceptionally quickly, depending on the print volume, which I hope is rather large. Thankfully, there will be, while we are very concerned about that potential problem, Wizards Coast has announced a solution. Oh, this ought to be good. Unfortunately, this solution may end up making things worse for the average player if it goes as planned. It will be a great solution to a persistent problem, but whether or not it'll work remains to be seen, and I am definitely on board with that. You better show me this shit works first, because let's just say that Wizards' track record is kind of like playing craps. And, sometimes you get sevens and sometimes you crap out, and yeah, anyway. But here is the announcement. So, it says, like a timed trial, the countdown to Sonic the Hedgehog Secret Lair Super Drop is nearly up, so let's hit the details quickly. 3 Sega collaborated drops are incoming. We have Friends and Foes, Chasing Adventure, and Turbo Gear. They will all go on sale tomorrow at 9 PST. I'm assuming that's Monday, because if it's not, I'm going to be really upset. Holy shit. Is it Monday? What day is this? July 13th? Yeah. Okay. Whew. So, yeah. So this is going on sale today at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. For us Eastern folk, that's noon. So set your alarms, like it says. Pre-tie your shoes. I always tie my shoes when I put them on. But anyway, and maybe sleep in them. They're kind of be cheeky. Ha ha. Observational humor. Ain't working. Anyhow. Heads up to ensure fair access for all. Here's the part that is going to be interesting. There's a limit of 2 per item type, foil, non-foil, and bundles per customer during the Sonic sale. So it's going to be very interesting to see if that makes some kind of dent in the giant scalping problem we have, where people just go in there and buy the max over and over and over again. And over and over. Because it says down here, Oops. It says here earlier today, Wizards announced change to typical secret layer structure to make Sonic the Hedgehog secret layers as accessible as possible. A limit of 2 per customer per item. Notably, this 2-item limit is distinct for each product. So everybody's just going to go in there and just put everything in your cart, and when you get to the end of it, just buy what you can. That's what I would say, and that's what I'm going to do. So, hoorah! Anyway. For clarity, this means you can get 2 copies of each non-foil and foil secret layer drop, and the 2 bundles also. At the very least, this means you can get 6 copies of each individual drop. Now, depending on how many bundles there are, players may even be able to score 10 copies. Now, while this seems pretty bad for ensuring each player gets their fill, it is a massive improvement. True, typically players have been able to purchase 5 or more copies of each drop and bundle at once. This allows the supply to be drained exceptionally quickly by coordinated scalpers, and this is very true. And I'm really glad they're doing this. It's going to help out. Now, in theory, this is therefore a giant change. The less one individual buyer can purchase, the more there will be for everyone else. While we'd love to think this is a solved problem and begin celebrating, it's actually making things worse, or could. So down here, we talk about this. This change might make the problem of botting and mass buying significantly worse. While each individual purchase may only be able to buy may not be able to buy as much, they will just encourage scalpers to use more accounts and bots. This is, in turn, could specifically push up the already significant wait times that honest fans experience. Now, as it wasn't worrying enough already, there's a 0 chance that the queue jumping exploit returned recently. If this hasn't been fixed following the Final Fantasy secret layer, these longer queues would be even more damning. So thankfully, these are just predictions at the moment, but past precedent tells us to worry. Yeah, if if you guys didn't know, there was a queue jumping bug somehow in Final Fantasy, people getting into the line faster and buying all the stuff. It was not so hot. So if Wizards really wants to solve this issue, there are a few genuine suggestions to be noted. For starters, the briefly trialed hybrid sales model would nip this in the bud immediately. Alternatively, Wizards could just massively up print numbers so players don't miss out and money isn't left on the table. At this point, I think they should just print these to demand, and I think it will really curb all this silly shit. Because let's be fair, as much as I want my cards to be worth something, this is not the way to do it. If we go in and we have the cards available for, let's say, a week, where anybody can buy anything they want, the cards will still be worth something because they're alternate cards. You have to order them, blah, blah, blah. And these people who buy shit tons of it can't flip them, and they're going to end up losing all their money when they have to sell to loss. And you could say, well, they won't sell to loss. They'll just sell what they paid for it. Yeah, but they'll have to pay for shipping and everything else, which will cost them extra. Trust me, it will be a loss, especially with shipping going up. Anyway, sadly, while the latter of these offers the best of both worlds, Wizards hasn't adopted it outright. If Final Fantasy Secret Layers is anything to go by, unprecedented demand can still spoil the show. Ultimately, we'll just have to hope that the new sales limit will fix the problem. I don't think it's going to help. I mean, it might help a little. I don't think it's the end-all, be-all. We need to go back to print to demand and just run it for a week and let everybody have a chance at it. Because really, it's just about playing the product. I mean, you want to, in my opinion, sell to collectors and sell to the game piece army. This secret layer can be the game piece armies where they can go and they can buy it, and it will always be available at the same price for a week as long as they get it. Yada yada yada, and maybe it goes up later. And then like collector boxes and normal products can be for collectors. We'll just do it that way, and we'll see how that goes for them. Anyway, that's my personal way. I think we should fix it, but whatever. It also says down here, it's unclear just how bad or good the secret layer sale will be. But again, best chances for securing one is make sure you got your alarm set for 9 a.m. Pacific time on July 14th. So we'll wait and see, guys. I'll try to buy some, and I'll probably drop a note on whether or not I get any or not. Since there's only 2, it'd also be good, too, if they limited the amount that you could buy to not just the number of purchases, but the number of addresses. So, like, if you came back up and you bought 2 to the one address and you put the same address in again, it automatically kicked you out of the queue. That would be fantastic, because then they'd have to have all these different addresses and buy PO boxes, and that's fine, but that's going to drive the price up, make it harder for them. I mean, just making it so painful that it's not worth the effort is also a way that we could, solve this problem. So, with all that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and it's going to be Monday morning by the time you guys see this, or maybe close to the evening. Hopefully you see it before everything goes on sale, and hopefully you get you some Sonic. So next time, be kind, and I hope to see you across from the game table. God, I hope I get some Sonic.